Beautiful people, welcome to Susan in Family Cooking TV from Susan in Family TV. How are you all doing? Hope you are doing great. As for me and my daughter, we are doing super great. By His grace, amen. Not by power, amen. And we wish you the same out there, amen. Beautiful people, welcome to another true life story, lessons of life story. So today we are going to be having another three true life stories, and we are going to be splitting it in three videos. So by His grace, after this video, I'm going to be doing other two true life stories. So please try and watch also out for the other two true life stories. And I believe this true life story we're about to do and the other true life stories, and every video my daughter and me, we are doing our best to bring to you from the beginning of the videos, our videos, to the end, that you learn something. Even if it's one thing you learn from each of our video, it's something great. So beautiful. In the other true life story, three true life stories we did last week. So the one we uploaded last week Friday, the title says, so I promised, and I also wrote in the comments in the video that I'm going to do the continuation. So I did a promise. By His grace, we good at and long life for my daughter and me, this day and forever, amen. And we good at and long life for you and your kids. We are doing the continuation. So the topic of the third true life stories that we did last week, uploaded last week Friday, that the video went off, the topic says 20 years later, and the woman still lying to herself and her son that the man is the son's biological father. So we are reading the story up to 19. 19 says, he said it's not his fault that he doubts if it's his son. That is why he came to the court to find out if it's his true biological son. The judge asked the boy again, what did he think? Then what did he think? Did he think the man is his father? He said, though there is no closure, but he just wants to know if he's his true biological father. Then the judge said, it's time for them to read the DNA test results. So I didn't read the DNA test result, and I said, no, it's very good for our fans, our subscribers, our viewers out there to know the result of the paternity of the 20 years old boy. So the judge read, in the case of the name, I don't love to write the name, when it comes to 20 years old boy, it has been determined by the court is not the biological father. The woman apologizes to the man that she is sorry for putting the man all through this, and the man embraced her and the son, and the man embraced her and the son. The time says it is time for the woman to, and the judge says it is time for the woman to be honest. So I also did a reaction. So we are going to be going to the reaction now. So beautiful, but our reaction one says, can just a friend skip school and be with a female friend in their house for 5 hours? So please do try to and watch the beginning of this true life story that we uploaded last week Friday, so that you are going to be able to understand what we are trying to talk about. So every videos that we do from paternity court tests that I'm watching, I always love to, like, after doing the video, we also do the reaction, because through the reaction we can learn something, so that we, our daughters and kids, we will not be a victim, and we can learn the lessons of life from this true life story. So reaction one says again, can just a friend skip school and be with a female friend in their house for 5 hours? Two says, the man ended the relationship because he wasn't expecting that from his girlfriend. Third says, the woman says she was pregnant even before she took another male student to her house. What will she do? And what will she do with the male student when she knows she was pregnant? So reaction 4 says, the man said she was pregnant. Why will she sleep with someone else? The man said she was pregnant, so why will she sleep with someone else? And I wrote, that is truth. So reaction 5 says, the reason why the man said he blocked her even in his mind is the fact that the man said the woman was his first love. She was the first woman he slept with. He was disappointed by her cheating. So reaction 6 says, that is why I always say only a woman, that is why I always say, only when a woman says a relationship, marriage is over, that is when it's over. Because if the woman slept with him the night before they went to the court, that means they started their relationship again. So when you watch this true life story, you notice that a day to when they went to the court. So according to this woman that have a 20 years old son that was saying that this man is the true biological father, but in the court DNA test, the judge read that he's not the true biological father. So it's like a day to when they went to court. It's like they went to a hotel. I don't know where they were. So the woman said that this man was trying to like touch her so that they can sleep together. So she said she refused him. So why I wrote in this place that is why I always say only when a woman says a relationship and marriage is over, that is when it's over. Because if the woman slept with him the night before they went to the court, that means they started the relationship again. That is true. So it's only when we moms, women, ladies, when we say relationship, marriage is over, that is when it's over. So the woman just thought that, okay, after this man said he don't want him want her in his life anymore, and it's 20 years, so she just want to find out, is this man she just want the son to know that this man is son biological father, and of which the DNA test read that he is not the true biological father. So sleeping with him that night is not going to help her heart, rather it's for them just let out all our maybe our hope was just like, oh, let the day just break and let it be read in the court that the man is our son biological father, not knowing that the man is not our son true biological father. So that is why I said if she slept with the man that night, that means their relationship started again. And if the man was married, he was married, then the wife will not even know in the house that the girlfriend he had 20 years ago, they started their relationship in the name of they were wanting to go to court to see if he's the true biological father. So reaction 7 says, the person I really think for in this case is the boy. At his age of 20 years, he still cannot know who is true biological father just because his mom was not faithful to the man in high school. If she was faithful, the result would have proved the man is the boy true biological father. So I also went ahead. Reaction 8 says, that is why I always say no matter how smart a woman is, even if she is the most intelligent medical doctor, when she sleeps with more than one man at the same time, she cannot tell who is her baby true biological father until the DNA test is read. So I also went ahead and wrote reaction 9 says, the judge said the DNA test don't deal with how many men she slept with, but the DNA test proves if the man she sleeps with, if the man she says is her son biological father, if the man is truly her son biological father. So I also went ahead and wrote the earlier women realize this, the better. So that is true. No matter how smart, even if you are a educated medical doctor, no matter how smart you are, the earlier every woman out there realize that when you sleep with two men at the same time, you cannot tell who is your son or your child or your daughter true biological father until the DNA test is read. So the earlier every moms out there like me, women out there, single moms out there like me, every woman out there begin to realize this, that sleeping with two men at the same time is going to result, when the day come of DNA test, your heart will be boom, boom, because you don't know who is the true biological father of your child. So I also went ahead and wrote, a woman cannot keep sleeping with more than one man at the same time and put the blame on the man and accuse one man is their baby's children true biological father when they know they slept with more than one man at the same time. But all this can be corrected if, okay, wait, before I read this, I'm going to go to the continuation of what the judge said before I'm going to read this. So the judge, in the conclusion of the judge said the man in court is not a son father. The DNA test she did years ago also says it's not the other male student she slept with. Then the judge asked, who is then her son biological father? The judge said she is not trying to put shame on her, but enlist her from shame. The judge said she and her court is here waiting for her when she knows the third man she needs to bring to court for the DNA test to see if the third man might be her son biological father. So here comes Conclusion of this true life story: a woman cannot keep sleeping with more than one man at the same time and put the blame on one man and accuse one man is their baby's children true biological father when they know they slept with more than one man at the same time. But all this can be corrected if a woman is faithful to a man, and if she is no longer interested in a relationship or marriage, it's better for her to stop sleeping with the man and sleeping with another man at the same time to avoid disgrace and shame, and to avoid disgrace and shame. To avoid disgrace and shame, she should also think how a child will feel when he or she finds out the man her mom his or her mom says is not their children truly biological father. So beautiful, but what I'm trying to say is that even if women wants to sleep with more than 100 men at the same time, the truth is that they should also think for their kids, because when the DNA test is read, just like this boy, among everything that we have just like been talking about in this true life story of this case of this 20 years old boy, it's only him I'm just like thinking about. Even in the court, when you read the comment, I don't want to read the comment because it's going to take more time. When you read the comment, you see that everyone is like commenting, oh, they think for the boy at the age of 20, he came to the court while his mom has been telling him from his belt, this man is your biological father, he's just denying you. At the age of 20, this boy came to the court. The mom has been like saying, this is your father, this is your biological father. She don't know another man to be his father. At the end of the day, the DNA test was read by the judge that the man, after 20 years, this man that this boy, 20 years old boy, knows as his father is not his true biological father. So that is why I said, even if women want to sleep with more than 100 men at the same time, is their life, but they should also think about how their kids will feel when they realize and find out that the person they grown up to know as their biological father is not their biological father. The person that their mom told them, this is your biological father, and that is not their true biological father. So we are going to continue with our true life story today. So let's go ahead and bring that one. So here we are. So our topic of today says, a woman said she told her husband she wasn't happy sexually. A man said it's not about that. She said yes, it is. So this is another story. Topic again. A woman said she told her husband she wasn't happy sexually. A man said it's not that. It's not about that. She said yes, it is. So we are going to brief it and talk about, read exactly what I wrote, and we are going to do the reaction. So this couple is a man and a woman. They came to court. So they have a baby already. So the man is not doubting that the baby is not for him, because why? The woman cheated on him. So the story is that this woman, she said when she know this man through social media. So after I think 3-4 months, I'm going to read it. That's why I love, like, anytime I'm watching this amazing cuts, paternity cuts, China American, African American judge China. I always love to follow her videos, because why? She is a truthful judge. So I always love to follow people that I know that they can stand for the truth, not like conning things. When things is yes, it's yes. When things is not right, it's not right. So she always stand for the truth. So that is why I always love to continue watching her channel. So and they always come to the court when maybe the man is like doubting if he's the true biological father of the baby of their kids. So that is a we have the little flies always like disturbing us already. It's not even like real summer already. So then this man and this woman, they came to court. So according to this woman, she said that she met this man on social media, and I think 3-4 months. I wrote it, I'm going to read it. In 3-4 months, they started staying together. So according to her, she said even through the calls and the messages, they were like chatting and calling each other in 3-4 months, that she already fell in love with the man. And then 3-4 months, they started staying together. So when they were staying together, she realized that this man was not they got married in in 3 months or 4 months. In 4 months, I mean, they got married while they were chatting 4 months online. They met personally and in personal, and they got married. So after 4 months chatting together, they got married. They didn't understand that themselves. It's like she didn't find out if this man can satisfy her. So according to her, when they got married, she said this man was not satisfying her sexually. So she said she explained to her husband that you are not satisfying her sexually. She said, but the husband ignored her. The husband don't want to listen to her. So to like satisfy herself, she said she kept it up to her that it's better for her to start having an affair with another man to satisfy her. That was how she started having an affair with a married man, to even to talk about, not even a single man. This woman started having an affair with another man who is also married already. So then it came to like she was pregnant, and then she find out that she's pregnant. She opened up to her husband that she was cheating on him, because why she told the husband that the husband was not satisfying her, but the husband did nothing. Now she's pregnant. To her, she feels that she don't know who is responsible, if this man is her husband is responsible, or if the other man she cheated with on the other married man, if he's the one that is responsible. So according to her, she said she later she contacted the man wife on Facebook and told the man wife that she don't want anything from her husband. All she just wants is for her husband to know that they did something together. It might result that it's not her husband, it's the father of the baby that is the woman husband. So before they know it, so she said the man, when she gave birth, and when the baby was 3 months, even the man wanted to come for them to do a DNA test. That is the other man she slept with, but the man didn't come. So maybe the wife confused and convinced him for them to leave town. So she said she didn't hear from the man anymore. His phone was switched off. He don't know the man whereabouts. So that is how they came to court. So we are not going to, I've said a lot. I'm just like happy that I remember a lot of this story. So let's just go ahead and read what I wrote about them, in case I didn't remember anyone. When we are reading it, you can understand. And let's talk about our reaction, because I'm watching the time. We still have 2 true life stories to talk about by His grace. So the way they said it, the way I wrote it, by the time a woman starts complaining to her husband that her husband don't satisfy her, then the man knows he needs to do his best to satisfy her. So that is what I wrote. The woman said because her husband don't listen to her, she started sleeping with another man. She said she regretted it, but she didn't regret her beautiful daughter. She said she wanted a man. She said she wanted a man she can enjoy her sex life with, that she was not having that from her husband. The judge asked her, was she sleeping with her husband and the other man in the period of conception? She said yes. She was truthful from the beginning all through. The woman said she slept with her husband and the other man at the same day at some point. The woman said she keep telling her husband keep telling her husband that her husband don't satisfy her, but her husband didn't listen. Her husband said she would have used protection in sleeping with the other man. That is true. What the man said is true. So we are going to go to reaction for that. So I also went ahead and wrote, let's check the other one. So I also went ahead and wrote, the judge asked the man when his wife was pregnant, did he know she was sleeping with another man? He said no, he didn't know. She said she tried to keep up the secret best, to keep up the secret for her husband not to find out she was sleeping with another man. She said she finally opened up to her husband. She slept with another man. She said her husband calling her slut, prostitute, calling her different names. She said she and her husband invited the other man she slept with at the time while she was still pregnant. She said her husband told her to move out of his house. She moved to stay with her family. The woman said she wanted to be honest that she made a mistake. The woman said she wanted to be honest that she made a mistake. The judge said, did she mean she invited the other man she slept with to go with her and her husband to the pregnancy appointment? And the judge asked, did it come? She said no. The man said that was when he knows he might not be the baby biological father. So I also went ahead and wrote, they said when she was a child, she said when she was a child, she grew up knowing a man who is her father is not her true biological father. That is that she don't want that for her baby. That is why she came to the court to know with the DNA test who is her baby true biological father. Her husband said he invited the man his wife slept with many times, but he was not available. The judge said he just wants his wife for fun, but when it comes to time to deal with the circumstances, he is not available. The funniest thing, her husband said he went to his house that the man is married to, that he informed his wife about it. The judge read the message she sent to the man the wife slept with, that she don't want anything from her husband, but she just wants to let her know her husband might be the father of her baby. Her husband said when he told the other man his wife slept with, that the wife didn't believe him. She said she don't believe him. You can see how a wife can stand for his husband, even when somebody telling you that your husband slept with another woman, slept with his wife, and the wife is pregnant, it might be the father of the baby, and the wife said no, it's not his husband. His husband cannot do such a thing. Her husband cannot do such a thing. The woman said when she gave birth to the baby, she thought her baby looked like the other man, but as her baby is growing, she said she sees the similarity of the baby eyes like her husband's eyes. Her husband said when the baby was born that he signed the baby birth certificate even when he have doubt. She said the other man she slept with wanted to do a DNA test when the baby was 3 months old, but the man disappeared. His phone is not reachable. She don't know his whereabouts. Then the judge said it's time for the results. The judge said it's time for the DNA result to be read. The judge said she don't know what is in the DNA test result. That is finding out for the first time herself. And the judge asked them, do they really want to know what the DNA test says? And they both said yes. And the woman said if it come out that her husband is a baby father, if it come out that her husband is not a baby father, that she is very sorry and her husband is a loving daddy. The judge asked the man, did he have anything he wants to say to his wife? And he said if the baby is not for him, if the baby is not for him, if the baby is for him, he will be a caring daddy to her. But if the baby is not his biological, if it's not the true biological father of the baby, he will allow his wife to move on. And then the judge read the DNA test. In the case of when it comes to 5 months old baby, it has been determined by this court he is not the true biological father of the baby. The man and the woman, they cried in court, and the woman still said to her husband she is sorry. So here comes our reaction. I don't want to waste time because we have more videos. It's 22 now. So reaction 1 says if a partner cheats and then tries to justify it by blaming their partner that they aren't really sorry, is a strong indicator that they will cheat again. So in the sense why I wrote this is that because why the woman was trying to put it on the man that I was trying to tell you and you don't satisfy her, so and she don't have any other choice. She went ahead to look for a man that will satisfy her, just for her to say that she is sorry, that she started saying later that she's sorry, but not maybe putting the blame on the man that because the man doesn't satisfy her, that is why she went to involve herself in something else while she's still married, sleeping with another man. That is why I said if a partner cheats and they tries to justify it by blaming their partner, that then they aren't really sorry, it is a strong indicator they will cheat again. So I also went ahead and wrote, the judge said every child have the right to know who their true biological father are. So I also went in reaction 3, says if a man knows he can satisfy his wife even when his wife told him, if a man knows he can't satisfy his wife even when his wife told him he don't satisfy her sexually, then he should be expecting anything cheating from the wife, cheating from his wife, because we all moms are not the same. If I can continue with a man who don't satisfy me when I'm married doesn't mean all women can do the same. I also went ahead. Reaction 4 says, because to me, I think sex is not everything I think sex is not everything I need in a good relationship, in a good marriage, a good responsible man who will be a responsible father to my daughter and an amazing husband to me to me is what I need and is what I pray for. In some women, they value sex in their relationship, marriage first more than their family. So our reaction continues. The reason why I always say it's very important for we single moms, women, to know what we want in a man before saying I do to him. This woman said she knows her husband in 4 months they got married So that is true. If maybe she took her time to know this man, they were together for a long time, maybe she will realize and know that this man cannot satisfy her sexually, so there is no need for her going ahead for the marriage. But because they met on social media, they chatted 4 months, they met in person, immediately they got married, not knowing that this man cannot satisfy her sexually. So if I can marry a man who cannot satisfy me sexually, doesn't mean that every other woman there, they can marry man who cannot satisfy them sexually. For me, I'm not looking for a man who will satisfy me sexually. What I'm looking for is that a man who will be a responsible father to my daughter and amazing husband to me, because to me, sex is not everything. I cannot choose sex over family. I choose my daughter, I choose my marriage, I choose my family over sex. So I also wrote, can 4 months be enough for partners to know what they want in each other before saying I do? To me, I don't know if 4 months is enough for partners to know themselves. If you do have amazing viewers and subscribers and fans out there, if you think that 4 months is enough for partners to know each other, if 4 months is enough for partner to know each other good before saying I do, so please, we'll be waiting for your comment. So I also went in the reaction 7 says, for the fact she said the truth from the beginning shows she is honest. So that is another thing. There is a difference when someone is being honest and when someone is proving that she is not honest. So to me, even when this woman made a lot of mess in her marriage, she slept with another man because why she says a man cannot satisfy her. One thing I love about every one of us is that when someone is honest, it's just that honesty have just burn out what I would have just have against the person, since the person was honest. Just like this woman, because she was honest, I just feel oh, let the husband just forgive her, because why? She was honest. So I also went ahead and wrote, what her husband said is very right. She would have used protection to sleep with the other man, but a woman who is not satisfied by her husband will not remember to use protection when she is sleeping with another man. All she wants satisfaction, and she forgets she might regret it later. So reaction 9 says, that is why I always say only a woman knows how many men she slept with at the same time. That is why I always say only a woman knows how many men she slept with at the same time. Which men 10 says, which man will risk go into a married woman and her husband to a pregnancy appointment when the man knows he's sleeping with another man's wife? That is a lesson for all married women to know. When you are sleeping with another man while you are still married, the man is just using you for fun. No love, nothing else is attached to it. When you are pregnant, the man will be nowhere to be found. He would not stand to take his responsibility of the child. So reactions 12 says that was very wrong of her to take another woman husband to satisfy her sexually. There were single men. That is true. So since this woman said her husband cannot satisfy her sexually, so why would she go for another woman husband? That was very wrong for her. Though she is she was like honest from the beginning, but it would have been better if maybe she want to cheat on her husband with a single man, not with another woman husband, not with a married man. So I'm not telling please married women to cheat, but if she says her husband to satisfy her, she wanted to cheat, she would have gone for a single man to satisfy her, not a married man, another woman husband. So I also went ahead and wrote that is how some couples betray the trust their partners have in them, trusting her husband, not knowing her husband was sleeping with a married woman. When this woman husband went to meet the other woman, the married man that slept with his wife, and told the married man wife, your husband slept with his wife, and the wife is pregnant. Your husband might be responsible for the baby. And this woman said, no, her husband, she trusts her husband cannot do such thing. That is why I wrote, that is how some couples betray the trust their partners have in them, trusting her husband, not knowing her husband was sleeping with a married woman. So reaction 14 says, that is why it's good for a woman, that is why it's good for we moms, women not to go only for the sex, but also think for a man who will be a caring daddy to our children. So I also went ahead. 15 says that is the consequences every married woman should think about before sleeping with another man. So I also went ahead and wrote, while she is still married. Imagine her husband and her crying in court when the judge read the DNA test result that her husband is not her baby biological father. If she thought about all this, she would have been able to control her self sexually. So 16 says the judge said that is generation curse, that she needs to break it right now. That is true, because her own mom told her another man was her biological father, only for her to find out later her true biological father. And now her own baby don't know who is her true biological father. The judge said she wished them best. That is true. So the judge told her that is a generation curse on her and her family, and that generation curse, she need to break it right now in the court, in the sense of why she herself don't know her biological father, true biological father, until when she was already like almost to get married, that the man that her mom told her was her true biological father that she grew with was not her biological father. Even her true biological father came to the court with her for everybody to know that this is her true biological father, and her mom lied to her. So she says, and the judge told her that that is what she's still inputting, that she wants to put on her own baby's life also. Now she's in the court, she slept with her husband and a married man, and the court now DNA test read that her husband is not the true biological father of her baby, and the baby don't know is her true biological father. That the cause that the judge said that is a generation cause, that she needs to break it right in the court. So that is why the judge said she needs to break it right in the court, so that also that will not begin, that when the daughter also grow, she will not continue that way, that they'll be having kids they don't know who is their true biological father. So I also went conclusion I wrote, it's always good for we moms, women, ladies to have self-control. No matter how a woman wants another man while she is still married, it's better to control it and have self-control over the body, not your body controlling you. That is truth. So beautiful people, hope you learned something from this video. Faithful God Almighty, who guides, protect, and blesses my daughter and me this day and forever. More good health and long life, God Almighty, has permanent for my daughter and me this day and forever. Amen. We continue to do the same for you and your kids. Please subscribe. Subscription is free. Please, when you subscribe, don't forget to press the notification bell so that anytime we upload videos, you will be the first to be noticed. And please do share this amazing video so that every single moms like me out there, moms like me out there, women, ladies, girls out there, they can also learn something from this video. Also up to Papa, Maid, Bachelor, Spencer out there, they can also learn something from this video. See you and my daughter with good health and long life. God Almighty has promised from my daughter and me in our next video. Amen. Big hug from my daughter and me to your kids. Please do watch the other true life stories we are going to also be videoing after this one. See you and my daughter, and good health and long life from my daughter and me. Amen. And you and your kids. Big up from my daughter and me to your kids. Enjoy your day.